Good morning, a very good morning on this beautiful chilly Thursday morning. This is Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot in store for you today. I will be talking to some amazing children who are all-round entertainers. We also have an acrobat and a ballet dancer. And we also have musicians. The show is truly going to be packed for you. So tell a neighbor to tell another that we are on. My name is Vivian Degwa. Mike,
hi.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Yes.
I'm feeling cold, but yes.
Yeah, today it's cold, it's chilly, though it's not raining. It's not a rainy morning as it was experienced yesterday. Yeah, so at least today we get a reprieve of not maybe carrying umbrellas. But welcome to the show. My name is Mike Migwe, and as Vivian has said, the show is packed. It's packed with the right content for you, so you need to stay tuned in and find out what is in store for you. Later on in the show, we'll be talking about Thanksgiving. It's a holiday celebrated in the US and some other parts of the world. What is it all about? Where did it come from? Why do people specifically eat turkey? Have you ever asked yourself that? We'll be delving into that later on in the show. In the meantime, Marie?
Yeah, very good morning to you, Mike, and also Vivian. How are you doing?
We are doing great.
Yes, Mike, don't think that just because it's not raining this morning, it might not rain during the day, so if you didn't carry an umbrella, brace yourself. Yeah, and a very good morning to you from wherever you're joining us this morning. Indeed, this is Good Morning Kenya. My name is Marie Yambo. A lot lined up for you in the news, including an update on the flood mitigation measures across the country. The humanitarian concerns are increasing day by day, and I'll be bringing you the update of that story and more, including business and sports, in this particular bulletin. But later on in the day, you know, this is the day, Vivian and Mike, that the KCP candidates and the KBC candidates are going to be receiving their results. So we expect the Cabinet Secretary for Education, that is Ezekiel Machogu, who will be releasing those results today. And so we'll be bringing you proceedings, live proceedings, all that. So stay tuned for that, and all the best to the candidates as they await their results today. So we want to start off immediately with the news, where a 12-year-old boy in Wingi, Kitui County is the latest casualty of the ongoing heavy rains in parts of the country. This comes as Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua called upon county governments to use emergency funds within the financial provisions and budgets to mitigate the effects of El Nino rain. Sarafina Robi with more.
Francis Kimako Mwangangi points at a mixture of rubble, corrugated iron sheets and a few household items that lay strewn on the ground. His house collapsed and caved in due to a heavy downpour, killing his 12-year-old son.
Mtoto mmoja akaniita, "Tata, nyumba imeanguka." Hebu kuja ona, nikakuja kuangalia hivi, nikakuta yenyewe kwa kweli nyumba imeanguka.
He says he tried to save his children who were trapped, but his last-born son, who recently sat for the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment, succumbed to injuries. The distraught father now pleads the government and well wishes to help him bury his son.
Sina chochote isipokuwa nyinyi serikali na kwa nasema munishike mkono, sina chochote.
In Garissa County, hundreds of motorists and passengers plying the Garissa-Nairobi highway were stranded for over 8 hours when 3 sections of the roads were flooded following the El Nino rains, pounding Tana River County and northeastern region.
So tunaomba tafadhali watu wa Kenya, serikali kuu waangalie hii maneno.
And as counties grapple with the aftermath of floods, the Deputy President says county governments should utilize emergency funds from their budgets to mitigate the effects of floods.
We are therefore a little bit shocked when we see governors complaining that they are yet to receive money for El Nino from the national government.
The Deputy President said the national government released 2.4 billion shillings last week as an initial intervention in response to the rain havoc. He further clarified funds will be disbursed through county coordination teams. However, the Council of Governors is urging the national government to urgently release emergency funds to counties.
This is not the time to point fingers. This is not the time to make accusations. This is not the time for populist politics. This is the time to put our hands together.
Governors described the ongoing situation as a humanitarian crisis as thousands of families have been displaced from their homes.
Just be careful out there as the rains continue. Now, President William Ruto has said the government will work with the private sector to actualize universal health coverage. The head of state says that the government will prioritize the purchase of medical supplies from local manufacturers to support its growth. The head of state noted that the government will review the tax regime and the cost of doing business in the sector. Nancy Okware reports.
President William Ruto has underscored the role played by local manufacturers in the attainment of universal health coverage.
Local manufacturing is essential to UHC. Lowering the cost of drugs and medical supplies will make the system sustainable, it will make it affordable, and it will make it work for everybody.
The president observed that the coronavirus pandemic was a wake-up call for countries to strengthen their local manufacturing abilities. The head of state was speaking in Syokimau, Machakos County, where he commissioned the Mission for Essential Drugs and Supplies Microbiology Laboratory, a state-of-the-art facility that will serve and advance healthcare in Kenya and the region.
The organization has invested over Kenya shillings 100 million to set up the microbiology laboratory. This new facility will increase the capacity of the laboratory to carry out our wider range of tests, hence enhance contribution to improving quality of healthy commodities.
There are people who are hesitant to use locally manufactured products. And the big question is always the quality. Therefore, the lab that we launched today fills the gap of the quality of locally manufactured products in this country.
I am glad to note that Meds sources over 81% of their supplies locally.
Meanwhile, President Ruto says the government has set aside 100 of the 500 acres in the Thika Special Economic Zone for pharmaceutical firms. To curb corruption and wastage of healthcare resources, the president said the government has adopted advanced technology as witnessed at the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority.
We believe that technology is going to give us the levers to be able to deal with fake claims, to deal with pilferage, and to make sure that Kenyans get value for every coin.
Nancy Okware reporting. Kenya National Commission on Human Rights is calling for speedy investigations into extrajudicial killings, violent criminal acts, as well as enforced disappearances. KNCHR chairperson, that is Rosalind Odede, says the commission recorded 22 extrajudicial killings and 9 cases of forced disappearances between January last year and June this year. Let's get the report.
The Kenya National Commission on Human Rights has raised concerns about increased cases of extrajudicial killings in the country, violent criminal acts, as well as forced disappearances.
The Commission condemns targeted attacks against any person or group or person on any ground and calls for timely investigation and prosecutions for those found culpable of perpetrating the attacks.
The Commission is calling for an immediate end to the forceful evictions and demolitions and the respect for human rights.
Luckily, the Njiro Group has already initiated court action, and we are interested in seeing what that leads to. In most of the other cases, we actually try and engage before, but you will see that sometimes as we are engaging, the tractors are brought in. In the middle of discussion, something happens at night and in the morning you wake up, the tractors are sitting there.
The Commission has lauded the government for enacting the Mental Health Amendment Act 2022, which outlines the role of both national and county governments on matters about mental illness.
Nonetheless, the Commission calls for more to be done by both the county and national government in terms of mental health care, especially on eliminating stigma, improving access infrastructure, human resource, addressing the cost of treatment.
The Kenya National Commission on Human Rights says there is an urgent need to recruit more healthcare personnel as well as address the high cost of living.
Kenya's medical doctor to population ratio remains way below the UN World Health Organization recommendation of 1 to 600. As of 2020, it is standing at 1 to 3,797. This is as of November 2021. His Excellency, the President, during the launch of his manifesto, promised to bring down the cost of living in the first 100 days in office. Whereas there's been a notable decline in prices of some household commodities.
To matters graphed now, where the head of public service, that is Felix Koskei, says the war on corruption will be ruthless and painful. Koskei, who was addressing crime and governance journalism workshop in Mombasa, said there will be no sacred cows in the war, but that the government will operate within the confines of the law when dealing with those suspected of plundering public resources. As part of scaling up the war on corruption, the head of public service said the government, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, to return a portion of funds from
The head of public service is sounding a warning to public officers that there will be nowhere to hide for those engaged in plundering public resources.
Theft of public funds denies citizens essential services and shall not be tolerated. The government will do all that it takes to secure the future of this great nation. We shall not allow a few greedy individuals to plunder the prospects of our nation. This will not happen, and this administration remains clear on this intent.
Koskei says the current administration has a defined path on the war against corruption, and those found in the act will not be spared.
In the management of public affairs, can rest assured that the government will take swift and decisive action against them if any corruption is detected. In this pursuit, there shall be absolutely no sacred cow.
Koskei challenging the justice system not to be used to shield the corrupt, but promised that the government will operate within
His Excellency the President directed for action to be taken on 6 CEOs of state agencies and 67 police officers implicated in corruption.
The public service boss said the government was working on enabling legislation that will see EACC retain a part of the recovered proceeds of crime to meet its budget deficit. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Chief Executive Officer Twalib Mbarak, who was present in the meeting, said the Commission receives over 9,000 cases of alleged corrupt individuals annually and has managed to recover 23.74 billion from the years 2018 to 2023.
As much as they are not seeing very tangible results quickly from how they observe activities, is that the fight against corruption, the clock is going on the right direction, albeit very slowly. And this is something that they need to know, that corruption is a very sophisticated crime, is a white-collar crime, very invisible.
The anti-graft boss says much can be done if given more resources, as the current allocation stands at 3.4 billion annually.
The backlog of cases, that is, there is a shortcoming in the way the law is crafted in the fight against corruption, because if you look at the law governing the EACC, it shows openly that any type of corruption, no matter even if it is 100 bob, it must be reported, and it said that it must be dealt with. So based on the capacity and the budget that we get, we have decided to realign our strategy in the four main aspects. That is the issue of high impact cases, asset recovery, and then we look at the prevention aspect of it.
The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission boss, Twali Mbarak, has also called for the end of politicization of the war against the graft, as they say they are making headway. Abdiaziz Hashim from Mombasa County.
Thank you, Abdi Aziz. The anti-terror police units are now pursuing crucial leads to verify if suspects involved in the murder of a police officer in Siaya County on Monday are linked to any terror group activities. 2 other suspects were gunned down on Wednesday morning in Hawinga village, that is in Siaya County, while the third was arrested as the police ended a 2-day manhunt of the suspects. 2 police rifles stolen on Monday were also recovered. Achola Simon with the details of that report.
After 48 hours on the run, the long arm of the law finally caught up with the main suspects in the murder of a police officer in Siaya County.
So operation ilianza wakati ule tukiwa na 3 teams. One team was from Busia County, from National Police Service, na ingine ikawa from Siaya National Police Service, na ingine ikawa a team from DCI headquarters. So with that combination, na ile technology tumetumia with the assistance of the members of the public, tumepata breakthrough leo.
The slain officer was in the company of his colleagues and education officials when they were ambushed on Monday morning as they distributed exam papers to Maero Secondary School. The police officer suffered serious injuries and their guns loaded with live ammunition stolen by the attackers. The suspects are then suspected to have crossed over to Busia County, where they were involved in a scuffle with villagers in Funyula before they fled to Wanga Hills. But on Wednesday morning, it was end of the road as police caught up with them in their hideout at Hawinga village in Siaya County.
Tukawa na mtu mmoja wetu wa intelligence ambaye alitulead, ni suspect anyway, akatulead mpaka a certain murder house. Akatueleza hapa ni mahali we suspect au watu wawili wala walinyang'anyana bunduki walikuwa wamejificha. So our officers knock hiyo mlango wakitaka wafunguliwe, but instead of them opening the door, shoot from inside. So our officers took cover na respond to that shooting. Eventually 2 suspects were neutralized. We are yet to confirm their identity.
After a standoff, 2 of them were gunned down and another arrested. 2 rifles and at least 11 rounds of ammunition were recovered from the suspects. The anti-terror police unit is conducting further investigations to verify if the 2 are linked to any terror group or activities. Siaya County Police Commander called on residents to remain vigilant and report any cases of suspicious activities in the county.
Katika ile investigation yetu ile preliminary, tumeangalia ya kwamba hii ni kama a syndicate ambaye they are operating towards maneno ya radicalization, maneno ya terrorism. So ni mzuri tumeangalia sasa kumbe kuna network ya terrorism within Siaya County. Na through vile tumekundua sasa hiyo, hatutalala mpaka hiyo syndicate yote tuhakikishe kuwa they have been brought to book.
That was our reporter Chola Simon reporting from Siaya County. Now, Labour and Social Protection Cabinet Secretary Florence Bore has called for more stakeholder engagement in curbing cases of violence against children, currently standing at 56% in the country. Bore is also urging for immediate action to address the disintegration of traditional values and widespread poverty, exposing children to more harm. Kasi Chanamasha with more details. Well, we'll see if we'll be able to bring you that report. We apologize for that technical hitch, but we want to take a break right now. We'll be back with more news in just a moment.
you for loving me. Thank you for staying. For always sticking around no matter what happened to our lives.
Just don't know why we can't be together or get married.
Going to miss you.
So will I.
Forget about the past. From this day on, I finally have a plan.
This is for her. We're doing what she wanted to do. We wish you were here. And I love you. JJ! We miss you so much!
It may seem dark, but the sun will shine. Eventually, we'll reach our destination.
Childhood mortality, or in simple terms, childhood deaths, is an indicator of a society's or a nation's well-being and socio-economic status.
From this report again, we see that there is high male-female mortality compared to female. Under 5 mortality is at par in both rural and urban. It's at 41 deaths per 1,000 live births.
But what are some of the interventions that are being put, and what would you advise?
Delivery at a health facility will improve the chances of the mother and the child survive.
Huyo mama pesa ilienda. Iko traumatizing sana. Wewe iko tuendesha mimi pole pole.
Wewe.
Iko painful.
Wewe. Anarusha watu pesa. Yeye anaitisha, anakuonyesha picha, anakuonyesha bei ya gari.
Ndio alikuwa akuwe telefa wake wakati kali kitoka. Wiki sasa kutoka na hiyo kali na ulitokea KBC.
Kutokea gate C ni makosa.
Si makosa.
Mzee, kama una swali la kukusaidia kwa hii kesi.
What's in Your Kitchen, a show that celebrates Kenyan and African dishes. Rusha. At Pelelani Annex Naivasha, she shared a bit of her life background story and her cooking skill.
Be careful.
Yes, because I've seen some fire jump there.
That is called flambeing.
Flambeing. So tukiona moto tujue ni flambeing. Chele yetu iko sawa? Iko sawa?
Tumalize sasa ni kwenda tukule. Lakini hauendi.
Mimi siendi.
Hauendi.
Hiyo tutaongea kwa meza kwanza.
Sawa.
Salivate this delicious meal on your screen while taking notes for the recipe. Only on KBC.
Thank you for staying with us. Well, in a move to enhance service delivery to the members of the public, the government has launched an artificial intelligence digital reporting and monitoring tool that has the capability of evaluating and providing feedback on implementation challenges. Internal Security and National Administration Principal Secretary Dr. Raymond Omolo says the initiative will enhance the timeliness, that is, and credibility of government-related projects and programs across the country. Now, he was speaking at the Kenya School of Government in Nairobi, where he handed over the tools to 8 regional commissioners and 47 county commissioners. During the forum, the security bosses also appraised on ongoing projects and assessment of budgetary allocations and actual expenditures in different regions and counties.
What we are doing today is launching what we are calling Project Better, which is a digital tool for monitoring all the government projects and programs across all the 47 counties, all the 8 regions. By just the touch of a button, from where I sit as the PS, I would be able to know literally what is happening across the country, whether there are programs or projects, whether there are things to do with specific directives that the president issues.
Let's now head to the corridors of justice, where a 75-year-old man charged for stealing was released on a bond of 2 million shillings, and he awaits for his pre-trial. That is, John Maina Njoroge was found in possession of 13 million shillings cash stolen from Family Bank in Ruaka branch within Nairobi County. Let's get more details with Michael Mwadiga.
John Maina Njoroge was arraigned before Milimani Law Court's Principal Magistrate Martha Nanzushi, facing 2 counts of stealing and being in possession of 13 million shillings stolen from Family Bank Ruaka branch in Nairobi County. It is alleged that the suspect, with others not before court, committed the offense on diverse dates between 3rd of August and 10th of November the year 2022. He denied the charges, and the magistrate ordered the police to remand him at Industrial Area Prison as he sought his bond, pending pre-trial set for 6th December 2023. Meanwhile, the same court released one Phyllis Njeri Kanyiri on a 2 million shillings bond or alternative cash bail of 500,000 shillings for defrauding a city businessman Robinson Shitambasi of 21 HP laptops and a printer, all valued at 1.8 million shillings. He also faced another charge of fraud by obtaining an assortment of farm goods valued at 4.7 million shillings from Dorothy Gasheri by falsely pretending she was in a position to pay. He denied all the charges against her. Finally, 2 suspects, Kiprotich Kemboi and Roy Mutai, were released on a bond of 500,000 shillings or alternative cash bail of 200,000 shillings each by the same court for defrauding Hanil Singh of 2.7 million shillings. The duo, with others not before court, committed the offense between 20th of February 2023 and 26th of July the year 2023 by falsely pretending they were in a position to purchase for him a motor vehicle of the valued amount. They denied the charges.
Let's take a look at matters touching on the cost of living, where a section of I beg your pardon, to another story where a section of women members of parliament from Mount Kenya region now claim there is a resurgence of the Mungiki sect in central Kenya, led by Nyandarua County Member of Parliament, that is Faith Gitau. The lawmakers want Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki to rein in on meetings being conducted by members of the sect in the guise of prayers. Let's get the details of that story.
We are ready.
We, members of parliament, drawn from the Mount Kenya region, have noted with concern the recent attempts to revive and sanitize the activities of the outlawed Mungiki sect by clandestine forces aimed at destabilizing the peace and tranquility in our region and the nation at large. Efforts to combat Mungiki can be compared to firefighters battling a raging fire. However, just as a wildfire can reignite if not fully extinguished, there is a real danger caused by the attempts to revive Mungiki today. This means rekindling the flames of violence, fear, and destruction that once engulfed our communities.
We thus hereby demand that Professor Kithure Kindiki, CS Interior, to immediately crack down on any resurgence of Mungiki, as has been recently witnessed on several occasions. We also wish to reiterate that the outlawed Mungiki sect thrives on extortion, terror, drugs, and substance abuse, and the killing of both our young men and women.
Let's now look at business, where the government is creating new liaison office from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, the Attorney General's Office and the National Treasury to address this issue of slow absorption of donor funds. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua says duplication, a lack of coordination between implementing agencies and bureaucracies are some of the issues affecting absorption and of donor funds. Let's get the details of that story.
Health, infrastructure and water are among the sectors that get the lion's share of development partner funding, with 4 development partners offering about 90% of total aid that Kenya receives.
Funding sources are limited, whereas needs are infinite. Consequently, the need for a coordinated approach between the government and development partners is not only necessary but mandatory.
Kenya received a total of about 7 billion shillings in donor funding in 2022, with 92.9% funded through plans and the remaining 7.1% through other unstructured funding methods. But the absorption rate of grants remains low, at 25%, while that of loans at 35%.
One of the key challenges of development partners-funded programs and projects in Kenya is the low absorption of committed funds. Closely related to this challenge is the lengthy and bureaucratic procedures that slow down the implementation of programs. In addition, there is a significant amount of resources of externally funded programs and projects allocated to capacity building initiatives. You will agree with me that it is sometimes difficult to quantify the impact of these initiatives.
Government interventions through collaborations have been cited as quick wins in improving absorption rates of development partner funding.
I want to encourage our development partners, where there are issues, the government alone coordination unit that our chair with the Prime Cabinet Secretary will meet once every month to unlock whatever challenges are there from the presidency so that we can make progress.
We recognize that this is necessary to ensure ownership of government and to allow for better communication flows and challenges and priorities. These efforts will really help us all, and especially the Kenyan population.
What we can do together, none of us can do alone. It also means 1 + 1 has to equal more than 2. Better yet, 1 + 1 should equal 5. Teamwork is the secret that makes common people achieve uncommon results.
They were speaking at the Development Partnership Forum, co-chaired by the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and development partners, which was formed to coordinate the utilization of donor funding in local projects.
Now let's move on, where the government plans to float a multi-billion shillings tender for modernization and expansion of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport by January 2024. Transport and Cabinet Secretary, that is Kipchumba Murkomen, has told the Senate that the construction of a modern terminal at the JKIA will be complete by 2027. Murkomen has further told the legislators that the renovations are underway to fix various parts of the old terminal.
A terrible situation unfolding at the JKIA in Nairobi, where passengers are dropped off almost 100 meters from the terminals with the rain. I want the CS to explain to me the rationale of dropping passengers all the way away from the entrances of the terminals in this particular season when it's raining, Mr. Speaker. We have
The Jomo Kenyatta International Airport has been in the limelight for wrong reasons in the last 2 months. From endless power blackouts to leaking roofs, the management of the facility has come under sharp focus. The airport, which is one of the busiest in Africa, has undergone various expansions in the last 10 years due to bulging passenger numbers that are almost clocking 10 million this year. Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen flouted the tender in January 2024.
Now the greenfield is free and open and vacant for us to advertise for a new PPP contractor to build a new terminal.
Kenya's quest to have a modern airport was scrapped in 2016 by former retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. The government was planning to construct the greenfield terminal with a capacity to handle 20 million passengers by the year 2030. Murkomen says the new terminal will be constructed through a public-private partnership model
to accommodate all the airlines and to accommodate all the parking that we require. And that's an issue that is in regard to building a new terminal, Mr. Speaker, that I've said over and over again. We are in the process of working on the a new PPP model of a new terminal that we should be advertising on 15th of January. And hopefully, Mr. Speaker, by June, we get the relevant contractor so that in the next 3 years, we have a complete new airport.
Due to years of underdevelopment, JKIA is bursting at the seam due to rising numbers. The facility, which for the longest time was the king of aviation in the eastern seaboard of Africa, has lost its sheen to Obol International Airport in Ethiopia.
Now, skills mismatch is a major challenge facing the job market in Kenya and contributing to the bulging unemployment numbers in the country. Speaking at the ongoing East African Youth Summit at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, they have urged institutions of higher learning to roll out courses that are relevant to modern-day market needs. Now, the two-day event brings together more than 2,000 stakeholders in the business and education sectors to deliberate on the future of jobs and learning in the country.
So once again, thank you very much. And leaders, this is an encouragement.
I'm interested in international cooperation. We are trying at the moment to establish a cooperation between African universities, by the way, together with other friends from other European countries, in a cooperation particularly to upscale the qualifications of the lecturers.
We are going to do, and as government, to make sure that we at all time address the needs of the industry, is currently working with the industry. We are training with the industry and not training for the industry. In that case, all our curriculum design emanate from conversation with the industry, which generate what we call occupational standards.
The universities are waking up to the reality of innovation and the compatibility of their training programs with the industry.
So what we encourage in the 2 days of conversations is that are we able to come up with some tangible outcomes? Are we able to cross-pollinate those ideas and get out of this summit with a working document for the skilling partners, for government, for every other person that is involved in
for reaching students, for reaching the institutions, and impacting the wider network of students.
Let's look at sports, where the Ministry of Sports has commenced a process of registering all athletes in the country with a view of putting them into a database. Speaking at the Senate Sports Cabinet Secretary, Ababu Namwamba said that the fight against anti-doping in the country had been hampered by lack of athletes database. Let's get more details of that story.
Sports Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba has appealed to athletes in the country to register to enter National Athletes Database. He said the government has waived all fees payable to register in the database. Answering a question asked by the Elgeyo Marakwet Senator William Kisang, Namwamba said that his ministry has put up a robust multi-agency team headed by the former MP and athlete Wesley Korir to help with the challenges of doping in the country.
I directed the Office of the Sports Registrar and the Anti-Doping Agents of Kenya to immediately commence mapping of all training camps. I'm glad to report that this exercise took place from the 27th of March to 3rd of April, and the primary objective really was to identify all training camps and get together all the necessary information.
Elsewhere, Namwamba said his ministry has allocated 190 million to strengthen youth programs in the country. He said the amount will be channeled through 41 identified training centers across the country.
And those centers will be the breeding grounds of the next world beaters from our primary schools, from our secondary schools, from our communities. Those are going to be the breeding grounds.
We must stand with these young people so that at any time they do something. And one of the things that I thought it was wise, it was about athletic. The athletes are there, the young people are there, but nobody would want to sponsor them.
The CS was speaking during the launch of the inaugural Chepsaita cross-country run set for the 2nd of next month in Uasin Gishu County. According to the organizers, over 2,000 athletes have already registered for the event. Other categories will include the 6-kilometer junior girls and 8-kilometer junior boys, as well as the Masters race. Winners in the 10-kilometer senior categories for men and women will be rewarded 100,000 shillings, with top 30 athletes being rewarded.
Well, that story brings us to the end of the news this morning. But just before we wind up, you might be wondering what's right in front of me. Well, this is a turkey. And if you're here when we started, Vivian had mentioned that today is Thanksgiving Day. The U.S. is marking the Thanksgiving Day today. And so I'm joined by my colleagues, that is Vivian and Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's
there we have it.
time.
We have a long shot, actually. We were not really seeing the actual turkey. You know, we were seeing the flags and the card.
Yes.
But now we can see the turkey. It's really big and it's all stuffed up.
It's heavy. I've lifted it.
Oh, really?
It's heavy.
Yes, and
DJ.
we as...
It's heavy.
Yeah, DJ Unique is also with us here.
Yeah.
DJ, it's Thanksgiving Day today. What are you thankful for?
Unique, what are you thankful for? Okay, Mike, maybe what are you thankful
Well,
for?
the one thing I consider very important in every day as I wake up is having good health. You know, when you are healthy, you can do anything. You are able to chase your dreams. You are able to do something worthwhile with your life.
Yes.
So I'm always thankful, not only for today, but also every day as I wake up. I wake up and feel that I'm healthy. I thank God because good health is everything. And they say good health is wealth.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Your health is your wealth.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And most importantly, it is mental health. You know, there's no health without mental health. Yeah. DJ Unique is here.
Yes.
Yes. We are about to just start the feasting. But what are you thankful for?
Well, for me, I'm really thankful for life. For God for God giving just life, just waking up in the morning every day. Mushukuru sana, because it's just a miracle every day.
Exactly.
So many things that happen outside there, but thank to God too.
Yes.
Yeah.
General life. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Vivian.
Myself, I'm thankful for life, of course. I'm thankful for good health. I'm thankful for my family and all my friends and the fact that they're all well. No one is ailing, really.
Yeah.
And I'm also thankful that we have peace in this country. Peace is one thing that we may take for granted, but we can see, you know, just the outcomes of countries that are not peaceful at the moment. You can see just how bad it can get. So the fact that we are a peaceful nation, I am really thankful for that. And the turkey is here, and as usual, you know, the U.S. Embassy has always been kind enough to ensure that we get turkey every single year as they celebrate Thanksgiving, which is a holiday where Americans normally just gather together to celebrate, you know, over food, you know, family and some football. But for us here, we're celebrating as a family, as the GMK family, with food. No football for us, but there's the feasting. And we say thank you to the American Embassy for always remembering us and allowing us to feast and join in the celebration. Sasa, tunaingia kwa kukula ama?
I think atatupatia mziki kwanza, but I also just want to say, I mean, you've kind of summed up everything that I would say that I'm grateful for, whether it's family, definitely God's good life and good health, you know, a job where you can wake up and, you know, make a living, because not everybody has that, you know, opportunity. So I thank God for that. And definitely I thank God for you people, my colleagues. You know, we always work as a team. Even as you see us, you know, you see one person like you're seeing me right now, but in the studio, we do have a lot of people behind the scenes. The directors, the producers, you know, the sound engineers, all of you. Thank you so much for your support as always. So for me, that is what I'm grateful for. And so DJ Unique should be ushering us into music, that is. But from me, I want to say goodbye for now. That's where I end the news. But definitely Good Morning Kenya still continues.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Amoshawahiwa mwendo na mitindo kama Rosie Huntington, shavuni hizo dimples hazijaniacha salama. Mama ulivyo simple, Aujapaka tamaskara. Nasema kifesi anata pimpo. Defu yake shingo. Chuno kama city ya Lincoln. Macho yake kama ya chinko. 'Cause you're beautiful, mama. Ninaomba tujua, ane, bere tuona, ane, uwe na tufaa, ane, uwe na tupenda, ane. 'Cause you're beautiful, mama. Ninaomba tujua, ane, bere tuona, ane, uwe na tufaa, ane, uwe na tupenda, ane. I guess I'm in love. I'm in love with you. I guess I'm in love now. I'm in love with you. I guess I'm in love. I'm in love with you. I guess I'm in love. I'm in love with you.
Vicky Bandes.
Kupana, 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 oh, acha kupana, bana, bana, oh. Too hurt to finally give you real love tonight. Too hurt to finally give you real love tonight.
A man's death has condemned them to live a rivalry because of their father.
He killed my brother. He stayed with his land and with his wife. Or did you forget how my brother Tulio Irazabal died?
I dare you to kiss me again.
What we feel is too strong to just let it go.
Your wife is cheating on you. Shut up! Who is your lover?
Tell me why last night you lied to your boyfriend, Amparo.
Explain to me what you were doing outside our house, kissing the veterinarian.
I have fallen in love with another man.
3 love affairs that will be challenged. The 3 will manage to get ahead. Their magnificence, their passion and strength. Las Bandidas.
In a world filled with uncertainty, there is one thing we can always count on: the power of compassion and generosity. Every day, families in Kenya face unimaginable challenges and hardships. They struggle to put food on the table, provide shelter for their loved ones, and access basic health care. But today, you have the power to make a difference. By just contributing 1 shilling and 50 cents from your airtime, your generosity can provide access to sanitary pads, nutritious food, clean water, education, and life-saving medical care to those who need it most. To support this cause, please tune in to your favorite radio station under the KBC umbrella for step-by-step instructions on how to subscribe. KBC Helping Hands. Together, we can make a difference and bring hope to those in need.
متغير ياما عن زمان قافل على قلبك البيبان حبيت وفارقت كم مكان.
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam alituhimiza tutekeleze mambo ambayo natija yake ni kukaribia Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala na kupata radhi zake.
Je, wewe kama mwanadamu umeweza kuimarisha vipi mafungamano yako katika wewe kama mja na Mola wako tabaraka wa taala?
Balle balle balle. baru na wewe ya dada. I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Leo nimebai bamba, leta mamako tuongee. Tulikosana tangu masikio nitoboe. Hii namba ni ya msee wa movie hapa base. Usireply hata kikutext. Uliwacha kubonda tangu kuku zenu ziende missing. Mliacha kushuku ule mkisi kuna ukame. Na hopa bako aliunda fence. Naogopa sana kuliwe na fisi. I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke.
Some balls nipigane juu yako, nibonge na God nimwitishe bei yako, nilale chini unikalie kichapo, nibonge na gang ndo tufike rorasho, pia nadai tuwatese Nairobi hadi da, couple goals too much outfits za Adidas, kubali nikushike nikukunjie kwa cab, shukuru ex wako, I'm glad alikudamp, my gold una glitter, fashion killer, grass is greener when the thighs are thicker, na picture yo tumbo ikiget bigger, nataka kaboy unadeka kwena sister. 2 hours on a video call na we. We feel like a minute, we can do this all night. Ukigoloa kuna low siezi break. Uko lonely, I'ma cruise to your end.
I'm on a romantic call. Baby kona mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, natafuta makaa, nishapata jiko. Kama cheating ni drugs, niko detox. Mfuna nipa uhai, kuna symptoms. Safisha signal.
Neza grow some balls nipigane juu yako, nibonge na God nimwitishe bei yako, nilale njaa unikalie kichapo, nibonge na gang ndo tufike rorasho.
I'm on a romantic call. Baby kona mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke.
Lazima nikuweke.
Kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Lazima nikuweke.
Needed.
I'll be on the phone, calling you tonight. I wanna make you show me, make we know the fight. I don't wanna sleep alone, wanna hold you tight, but I fool my eyes, but I'll be alright. Forever, on my laptop, on my keto, on my sheet on. Say them go feel it, them go run it down. Them go hold it, them go. Say them go feel it, them go run it down. Them go Nobody else will have to do. This love, it feels like I'm in a movie. And I just wanna get to know ya. Put my arms round and hold ya. You are designed with me in mind, my love. And I love you until this life is over. None of you in a life before, yeah. You are designed with me in mind, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Someone before you. Time is so precious, I can't afford to waste a second if she's not by my side. True love is more than wedding bands on you, holding you down when the world falls on you, seeing the world in somebody else's eyes. You're pretty, so me happy get to know ya. No tell a lie, me and tell it true. Nobody else ever have you do. This love, it feels like I'm in a movie. I just wanna get to know ya. Put my arms round and hold ya. You are designed with me in mind, my love. And I love you until this life is over. None of you in a life before, yeah. You are designed with me in mind, oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
This is Entertainment Thursday, and my name is Vivian Degwa. Now, let's get into what has been trending, and our very own Chef Maliha has broken a record. She has broken the Guinness record of the longest cooking done by an individual, and she just beat the recently crowned champion of this on this particular thing, that is cooking by yourself for the longest time. She just beat a record of 119 hours, and she did 150 hours. Can you imagine 150 hours just cooking? There was some point, I think last week, during the weekend, she actually fainted while doing that. She fainted. So this is something that she has put all her energy into, and she has finally gotten to break that record. This record was broken same year, this year, by a Nigerian chef, and then immediately after it was broken by an Irish chef from Ireland, and then now Chef Maliha has taken over and she has the crown. You can see her on your screens just doing her thing. Can you imagine? Someone must be really a lover of cooking for you to take 150 hours cooking. For some of us, tukipika meals 3 in a day, tumechoka. Unique. Ukipika lunch na upike supper, inakuwa yani umefanya kazi mingi hiyo siku.
True mazee. Sometimes unajua unafikanga mahali kuna wengine unatakanga tu kwenda uchemshe tu maji ufanye shughuli zako na umalize. Like taking all that hours cooking.
Kwa maana kila siku ni ugali mayai.
Ugali mayai. Ikienda sana umeongeza hapo samaki peke yake.
Anyway, congratulations to Chef for that win. Now on to another story. And Bien just released his new album, Alusa Waya, You Topless, and this particular album has made Bien the first Kenyan artist to have all 16 songs from his new album charting on Apple Music. Can you imagine 16 of your songs being in top 20 of the charting songs on Apple Music? 16. Yani ameachia tu watu 4 nafasi, yeye zote 16, 20. What? That is Bien for you. True. And we definitely love to see it. And there's a story I feel like that we should mention here. There's an artist by the name Mwanamteule. I believe you know Mwanamteule.
Yeah.
Mwanamteule has been ailing, and he's been ailing for a while. I think the entire month.
Yeah, the whole of the month, the whole of last month actually.
Yeah, the whole of last month and this month. He's been sick, terribly sick. I don't know what really he's ailing from, but he's been sick, and he's currently admitted at the Kenyatta National Hospital. And the bill has really accrued, and he's calling upon Kenyans, you know, to help him settle this bill as he continues to get better. So we hope that you guys just go to his socials, find the pay bills. If you're willing to contribute, you can contribute to someone who gives us good music, you know, someone who sings for us and gives us good music. Let's celebrate him now and try help him now. Though we are not hoping, or, you know, but we're just saying that we when they ask for help. I don't know if we have time for me to give one more story. I can give one more story. Embarambamba. Embarambamba was performing in Meru, and what? I need to call upon my people from where Mbarambamba comes from, because this energy, I don't know, and the madness, I'm sorry to say, but the madness, he was just jumping all over Ali Dandia tent.
Imagine, guys.
I mean, you're performing.
I don't know. Like, is
that working for him? Like, if you watch, are you really seeing him as an artist when you see him do all these theatrics? Like, ameenda kapanda juu ya tent. Like, you're the performer in this event. Juu ya tent.
Then mpaka alivunja meza.
Bro. Find another strategy. This one hapana. Please. Utaumiza watu.
Mimi namchukulianga kama comedian.
Ataumiza watu. Mimi, I'm not for Mbarambamba's theatrics. Mbarambamba, just find another strategy, please, by the way. For the concert lovers, a lot of concerts will be going down. We have 2 Jamaican artists in the country. Warasta oye.
Tukwere Warasta.
Warasta. You don't have dreads. You don't have dreads to be rasta. So hata wewe unaweza kuwa tu uko rasta.
Mimi ni rasta tu kwa damu.
Alright, so we have 2 Jamaican artists. We have Dwayne Stevenson and Everton Blender, who are in the country, and they're set to perform this weekend. There's also another concert happening by an artist who's not from Kenya. This is an artist from Southeast London. His name is Gabzi. He is in the country for a concert that will be going down on Saturday. For all the concert lovers, find your ways to go and celebrate music as we all know it. Now, if we can just take, I don't know if we take a short musical break. Yes, let's take a short musical break, and then I'll be coming back in just a couple of minutes with an interview. Bado taki iko by there. Tujakula.
tunataka hewa. Ninapendwa na halaiki wananipigia pigia mtani. Hai hai tumemea hakuna fea na tunataka hewa. Kama wewe unajipenda mikono juu kama umemea. Sahau shida kama umesota leo tupige makelele kona tukiimba. Kama wewe unajipenda mikono juu kama umemea. Sahau shida kama umesota leo tupige makelele kona tukiimba.
Minataka pare pare, minataka pare pare, minataka pare 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 pare. Minataka pare pare, minataka pare pare, minataka pare pare. All I wanna do is pare. Minataka pare pare, minataka pare pare, minataka pare pare. All I wanna do is pare. Minataka pare pare, minataka pare pare, minataka pare 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 pare.
Elani right there with the song Party Party. Inaitangwa Party Party. Kama wewe, by the way, sikumbuki jina hiyo ngoma lakini naijua. That is Elani, and right now we head straight into one of the interviews that we will be having today, and I am joined by a hip hop artist and rapper from the 254. He goes by the name Lord Ndela. Mambo.
Poa sana.
Welcome to the show.
Nashukuru sana.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. Nashukuru Mungu niko healthy. Yeah, maisha inaendelea hivyo hivyo kukazana nini.
Yeah. If I may just allow you to introduce yourself to us. Tell us exactly what you do.
Okay, my name is Lord Ndela. Not Lord of Jesus Christ, but Lord with an E at the end. I'm an hip hop artist, I'm a rapper. Nafanya muziki ya hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you
I'm also a video director. I'm a photographer. Yeah. I'm in the entertainment industry.
All together.
Yeah.
What got you into hip hop? What made you decide that hip hop is it for you?
I had a passion in it since the beginning when I was young. I started a long time ago. I think when I was in primary school. Started rapping, singing, just any song, cover songs for artists who have established themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe who are some of the artists that you'd say influenced you into this, rap scene? Who are some of the artists that you used to listen to back in the day?
I used to listen to Isa, the late Isa, R.I.P. Yeah, currently I'm listening to Calligraph Jones, Scam Cardinali. Those are the people who have inspired me to be who I am right now.
Yeah.
And internationally, J. Cole. Do you know J. Cole?
Of course I do.
Yeah. J. Cole also.
Yeah.
Joyner Lucas, Drake. Yeah.
Then it's just all the dope hip hop artists that are doing
not
great.
just dope, but the bars, the lyrics. Yeah.
Actually, what makes you decide that this singer, this rapper is good?
So I'm listening to what he's singing, the lyrics, the message that he passes across to people. That's the most important thing that I look up to when I listen to someone that inspires me. Yeah. And the dressing code, of course. Yeah.
Is hip hop all about the flow?
It's about the message that you pass across. Some rappers rap about the flow, the rhyming in the end of the word. But when you stay in the industry for long, you realize a lot of things. You don't listen to the lyrics also. You don't listen to the flow alone. You listen to the lyrics and you master the craft itself. And that's how you enjoy music. You get the message itself from it. Yeah.
How long did it take you to master the craft?
Not long. You know, when you enjoy doing something, it just comes to you automatically. You enjoy doing what you love. So I just listen to the buzz, the message that they pass across to the fans. Yeah, that's the most important thing about music. You just listen, it inspires you to make, it gives you the vibe that you want. Yeah.
You mentioned that you started listening to music, or you started enjoying rap music and rapping along to songs when you were in primary school. So when exactly did you decide that this is actually something I'd love to pursue and professionally start doing it professionally, going to studios and, you know, recording, you have music videos? When did you get to that point?
Okay, so when I finished primary, that's when 2015, I joined high school. I was still rapping, but I wasn't able to write my own songs that time. So when I came back to high school, I met up with friends who helped me to come up and nurture my talent. So that's how I started writing my own songs. And I was getting the feedback from my fans. They were telling me, hey, it was very nice. So they enjoyed my music. And that's what made me famous. And to grow, yani ilinifanya nikuwa tu yani najua naweza chora mistari.
Can you remember the first song you ever wrote? The one that you officially did? What was it about?
It was talking about how God has helped me to be who I am through the journey. You know, there are ups and downs in life. There are times where you don't have funds to record a song. You don't have the dressing code to pay to dress when you're shooting a video. You don't have the funds to pay the music director. So I wrote that song because it was my first song, and I still remember the lyrics. It's 3 years down the line right now.
Yeah. What was the title of the song?
City Cabanas.
Oh, City Cabanas. I said, why did you call it City Cabanas? Unaishi City Cabanas?
No. You know, City Cabanas was a place where we used to enjoy ourselves when we want to recreate with our family members, enjoy the time when you are out. You out za weekend, you mnaenda kujibamba yani. It was fun. So I remember, I could recall that moment when I used to enjoy with my father, my mom, my brothers, my sister. Yani we used to enjoy ourselves when we went outings zile za Sunday. Tulikuwa tunaenda pale. So I said, hey, this place must be famous. Let me use this title to write a song with it. And make my fans happy about what I'm doing.
What would you say inspires your lyrics, you know, over time? What has been inspiring your lyrics over time?
When you listen to most of my songs, they always have a message. So I look at what's trending in the internet, what people love to listen. I don't just rap about anything. I rap about how someone can come up from nothing to something if he believes in himself and if he believes in God also. And what else? The beat itself, any beat ibambe fans yani. Kama iko na message poa. Unajua ukisikiza music pia inafaa upate vibe poa. Most of the people can be down, unaweza kuwa stress saa zingine. Alafu unataka music inaweza kufanya feel fit. So nikasema acha nitafute mood poa yenye inaweza kufanya mabeshte zangu ama mafans wenye watapenda music zangu iwafurahishe. Design wanapata vibe, wanakuwa from a bad mood to a good mood.
Na reception so far unaweza sema unafeel kwaje?
Most of the upcoming artists lack funds to reach to where they want to. If kama kungekuwa na uwezo kuokota pesa kila mahali, nakwambia kuna watu wengi wangekuwa tajiri mbaya. So funds ndio na limit for wengi. But support kwa Kenya, wasanii wakikama hapo. Kenya wana support wasanii siku hizi. Kuna time Calligraph alizungumzia play Kenyan music. So watu wengi wali follow your step, wakaanza kuipitilia. Siku hizi ni rahisi upate ngoma za Kenya zinachezwa kwa clubs, kwa magari, kwa radio. Ndio kitu tunaweza sema waendelee kufanya. Itasaidia watu wengi sana come up.
Okay. Kwa rap scene all over the world, and if I may just narrow it down to here in Kenya, huwa kuna ile like it's a battle. You know, like I'm king. Mwingine pia anasema I'm king. I'm the king of rap. I'm the king. Hakuna mtu anasema yeye ni prince of rap, you know. Everyone is just king of rap. What do you think about that, or what do you feel about that? Do you feel like everyone is maybe a king in their own right,
no,
ama kuna yenyewe wenye wana deserve kuitwa kings wa rap?
Okay, let me say this. Artists when they are on the spotlight, kama sasa hivi niko, lazima mtu atataka kuchocha wenye ni mnoma, although hata anaweza kuwa hana history ya kufanya, hana achievements, but hiyo title ya God nini sijui ati the king, lazima ukuwe confident. Unajua word ni powerful design, unaweza sema kitu na kila mtu anafuatilia hayo maneno. So akisema yeye ni king ama yeye ni God, anajaribu tu ku maintain hiyo word ndio watu wafuate, washinde wakikumbuka ndio waongelee story yake. Ngoma zake zitrend. Ajulikane. Unajua kisaini nikisema mimi ni king kushinda Calligraph na Kutopizo, kuna watu watasema jamaa anasema nini, hata tumjui,
but watataka kukusikiza ndo wajue. Alright, so sometimes ni strategy tu na nile kujiamia. Alright, as we wind up, tupatie social media tukimaliza.
So if you want to find me, just go to Instagram, all streaming platforms, Lord Ndela, Lord with an E pale mwisho, Ndela ni Ndela.
Alright.
Everywhere, every streaming platform.
Okay, Ndela, thank you so much for coming, and all the best on your music. Be sure to check out Lord Ndela on YouTube as well, so that you can be able to see some of the songs that he has out. Right now, we're taking a short break, but don't you go too far, we'll be back.
Thank you for loving me. Thank you for staying. For always sticking around no matter what happened to our lives.
I just don't know why we can't be together or get married.
I'm going to miss you.
So will I.
Forget about the past. From this day on, I finally have a plan.
This is for her. We're doing what she wanted to do. We wish you were here. And I love you. JJ! We miss you so much!
It may seem dark, but the sun will shine. Eventually, we'll reach our destination.
Childhood mortality, or in simple terms, childhood deaths, is an indicator of a society's or a nation's well-being and socio-economic status.
From this report again, we see that there is high male-female mortality compared to female. Under 5 mortality is at par in both rural and urban. It's at 41 death per 1,000 live births.
But what are some of the interventions that are being put, and what would you advise?
Delivery at a health facility will improve the chances of the mother and the child survive.
Huyo mama pesa ilienda. Got traumatizing sana. Wewe iko tuendesha mimi pole pole.
Wewe.
Iko painful.
Anarusha watu pesa. Yeye anaitisha, anakuonyesha picha, anakuonyesha bei ya gari.
Ndio alikuwa akue telefa wake wakati kali kitoka. Wiki zao kutoka na hiyo kali na ulitokea KBC.
Kutokea gate C ni makosa.
Si makosa.
Mzee, kama una swali la kukusaidia kwa hii kesi.
And welcome back to Entertainment Thursday. This is Good Morning Kenya, and as you can see, I have a very big turkey, stuffed with everything. And this is courtesy of the U.S. Embassy here in Kenya. And we are talking about Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving in America, and in that spirit, we join them in celebrating this day. And about Thanksgiving, it's a day that whose celebration started way back in 1621, and the tradition has carried on until today and continues. And well, the turkey is one of the staples when it comes to Thanksgiving. It's one of the staples that most Americans or anyone that recognizes this day gets into the kitchen and prepares. So this is one of the major staple foods when it comes to Thanksgiving. And some of the fun facts about Thanksgiving is that about the turkey, there's a tradition within the American culture, especially where the president of the United States pardons one turkey every year and he releases it from getting cooked or getting eaten. It's something that has continued over the years. And another thing about the turkey is that it's not always, it hasn't, over the years, it was not the always thing that was on the menu. It came about in successive years, but before that, people used to have venison, duck, goose, oysters, lobsters, eel, and fish served alongside other dishes. But the most important thing about Thanksgiving is coming together as a family and giving thanks for good things that have happened, communing together and giving and maybe giving to the community, celebrating anything good that has happened to the family or the people around you. Now, another thing about Thanksgiving is that during this time, especially in the United States, people get to travel a lot, go see family, go participate in fun-filled activities. It's one of the things that different people mark Thanksgiving differently. And here in studio, we are going to have a feast after this. The turkey is big, it's heavy. I've lifted it twice, and it's going to be a very, very interesting day for us, not only for us, but also for the people in the United States. I'll be talking to one family who will be joining us via Zoom, all the way from the United States of America. We'll be talking to them, and just about right now, I'm joined by one family. How are you people? How are you? Hi.
Doing great.
How are you doing?
We're doing great also.
Yes. Maybe we start with the names. Let me start with the gentleman on my left. Young man. Hi.
My name is Jeremy, and I'm 10 years old.
Yes. And the next lady, the young lady on your right.
My name is Enza, and I am also 10.
Yes. The other one?
My name is Alan, and I am 14.
Wow. And the person standing behind, how are you?
My name is Sianwa, and I am also 14.
How are you feeling today? What's one thing you love about Thanksgiving? Let me start with the person standing at the back. What's one thing you can say that you love about Thanksgiving?
One thing that I really love about Thanksgiving is that we all make some really good food.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yes. What can you say is the best activity that you people engage? And this question can be answered by any of you. What's the best fun-filled activity that you do, especially during Thanksgiving?
Normally, the snow.
The
snow. We would go to the snow.
Oh, snowy. It's snowing there. It's one of the activities that you enjoy doing during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we go to the snow in the mountains, and we have Thanksgiving there, and we have snowball fights and build snowmen.
Do you have sometimes friends come over, or you visit other family members? What normally happens besides going to do some snowing? What other activities do you engage in during a Thanksgiving?
Usually we'd have like 2, 3 to 5 families come over. You know,
Wow.
we all have a great time Thanksgiving. Make food like chapati, turkey.
So it's a whole family activity where you gather together and celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, what can you say is how do you think you can use Thanksgiving as a way to reach out to others who are not able to celebrate or have, for instance, a turkey that like the one I'm having in studio today?
People can celebrate by having a turkey, just eating with friends, giving thanks for what you have, having fun with your family and friends.
Besides the turkey, what's your? Let me ask this each and every one of you. Besides the turkey, which is your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
My favorite Thanksgiving dish is probably mandazis.
Ati? Mandazi?
Mandazis, yes.
You love mandazi? Beside the turkey?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, beside.
Kabisa. Nice.
Mine is pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
What's your...
Mine would be, I would also say pumpkin pie as well.
Mine is chicken.
And if I may ask, do you, besides eating and having fun, do you help out, especially during the preparing of the turkey and other dishes? As you know, cooking mostly is done by parents, but as a child, do you help? Do you want to learn 1 or 2 things about preparing such a big meal?
I would say that yes, it would be important to, you know, help parents and like help the adults with the cooking, because you can learn a thing or two. Because when you become an adult, you're going to be the one who's doing the cooking for your family.
If someone asked you today, is there a similarity between Christmas and Thanksgiving in terms of activities and meals?
There's a bit of a similarity, because during Christmas you also have meals with your family, and you also hang out for Christmas and also Christmas Eve. And it's also just a time to be together with other people.
Are there Thanksgiving gifts that you maybe expect from your parents, or you get Thanksgiving present for your friends, or what happens? You don't have...
We usually don't do like Thanksgiving presents for like family or friends. Like the only present you'd really get is like if you showed up to the Thanksgiving dinner, you know, and yeah.
So Thanksgiving is all about getting together as a family and being thankful for everything. So what are you thankful for as each and every one of you must be thankful for something. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for family and time after school.
I'm thankful that we have a home and that we can celebrate Thanksgiving together.
I'm thankful for just getting together during Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful for my family and friends.
I'm thankful for being able to have time to be able to spend with my friends and family.
Yes. Now, how would you want? What one wish you would? What's that one wish you would want, or you have about Thanksgiving concerning yourself or your family? One wish.
Say again.
What's that one wish you have about Thanksgiving concerning yourself or your family?
That we would have a great time, and that we would be safe and all be together.
Anyone else about having a wish? You must have a wish. You don't have a wish. Now, what about, besides having to celebrate Thanksgiving with family and friends, is there a way that you go out there and maybe help one or two persons who are not in a position to celebrate?
You invite friends, and you can give them a meal, or you can invite them in to have mandazis and tea.
Yes. Now, what would you say would be the best time? Do you celebrate it? What would be the best time for you to have the kind of meal I am having right now? I have a very big turkey in studio right now. Is it can you eat it during the day or during the night, or is there a time that you just want to eat anytime? There's no restrictions on time.
There's no restriction on time, really. Most of the time prefer to have it for dinner, but like afterwards or before, what we like to do, we like to play a soccer game before we come inside. Then we all give thanks to the Lord, and then we have Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes. As we wind up, you have mentioned mandazi, and it seems like all of you love mandazi. Have you prepared mandazi today? Lots of them.
Yes. But we have some cooking in the kitchen right now.
Yes. Your mom is cooking in the kitchen right now, and you are going to have lots of them. Well, thank you for joining us on this show. This is Good Morning Kenya, and the show is on Entertainment Thursday. We have been talking to one family direct from the United States of America, and we can only wish them the best of the best during Thanksgiving. And here in Kenya, we can join in the celebratory moods, and maybe in one way or the other, consider having such a celebration every year, and maybe get the family together and do something or two. And this is where I wrap up this segment, and we are going to have a feast of this turkey right after we are done with the show. I have been your host, Mike Megwe. Have a good morning.
kwa mbosho. Wezi jua niko nunge nikipost photo. Tunawasha kiwash nikatukoloto. Kodo moto inachoma koleta chesa. Niko kwa dance floor zimeshika nikicheza. Vile napewa macho kakipofu na mamande. Mule mbaba pale nitamupandisha pressure. Oops, under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda.
Wanajua shinchila ndo kabisa. Vile mina tisha. Simu zina ring kila siku tuko busy. Na shingo zina blink. Naishi dream ya shina kiwa young na mindo tuna dim. Usiulize kai gari na space. Kuna drink kuna haribu kieka chesa. To Mercedes from Kalesa utatesa haina pressure ikwe mwaka kushika mita USD nikwe mali unafikiria niko ya ukweli na rap vitu naona kwa vision ndo ujue mi nanzanga kanisho na mwisho KJZ na kuomba permission si kwa free na wako na mission kwa kaa mimi na ndo manata hizo vitisho zao sisiki wanovwana kuna ingine kaa hii.
Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Nganya mpya kwa ruti kona AC ndani. Donda mali safi yanaka freshi kiplani. Ketchup kwa macho tunaficha na miwani. Kuna maziwa na maji utanipata maskani. Chinchila na mifemi one killer. Mjusi kafiri ni shadow kwa Godzilla. Makreti ziletwe na tukunywa tubebe. Matambla usilete tunakunywa kwa pembe.
I pull out with a weapon, dramas dash for a cover. Wax toka jana, nili chana ndeko mana pata chance. Diki panda boy bad toka zama. Niko class moja blanda kaya Castro bana. 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 East to the west, Russia agree tuko fire. Banja black wani una ata haya. Tajipata kwenye blanda, you know I got the cover. Alama kuwa kata, mini chafu kwa usaba. You play hard, good fresh. Oh mama na ukidivers, good boss Joe una hala. Success in the ghetto of course. Una rada na magushode, unapewa spengani wanalala. Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana. Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana. Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana. Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana.
Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana. Tukifika ni matutu, wana take cover ngori anza kama kawa tunaimalizia hapa. Mi ndio son, weni father na bado wende unachapo. Kumes na mi blanda mi udungapo juu ya blada. Na before ikuje bana yo kashi tingwe na blada. Zaza, every morning miambia sasa yo nipasha kila time wakati sijaiwasha. Ye class nye mababas unajua rada ni gani. Zi lose focus bana kila mtu anataka mani. Every time nikifika ina kongole ni nani. Kongole ni nani?
Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana. 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 Class moja blanda kaya Castro bana.
Castro bana, mini maestros bana. Nina dai kulo game to my past goals bana. Si uchana na mabrother, hatuchani na madade na madade na madade na madade.
My
mind and my body, oh. I'll be the one you can depend on. And I'll be good to you. Oh, my baby, I'll be good to you. Be the light for your body, oh. I'll be the fire to your candle. Never wanna hear you cry. I wanna bring out the best in you so that we can share this life. There's nothing
never did it. I reminisce, but I never. I lost some family, I'm still losing friends. Cause of the rules with me, I know bend. But then again, I don't pretend. Say me, I send them, never. Baby, no. I was living like a no. Always looking like a no. Like an artist, we no get promo. I they write solo, baby, more. Isn't follow Bessie, we no. I follow Bessie back then, I miss run. Free me, big I dance, go to. I don't joke, go to. All I wanna say is that they don't really care that much. Bucket never empty, take a look at my copy, they right. I won't get money like Elon Musk. That's why I always wanna see much I get to. No, they mind you, no, they mind you. This guy matter, they precise you.
Tambo walicheza zilizolingala, lakini siku hizi wanacheza za kiroho. Tambo walicheza zilizolingala, lakini siku hizi wanacheza za kiroho. Hari nesa na dangana, nataka nini? Ngoma za Mungu za kiroho. Hari na dangana, nataka nini? Ngoma za Mungu za kiroho. Nilicheza bolinga na ngai ila bado Mungu wangu linitunukia. Nisingopome nilicheza nikatesa ila bado Mungu wangu linivumilia. Nakumbuka tu Papa Lolo, ila huku niacha solo. Papa Lolo, ila huku niacha solo. Vile ninaishi bana ushuda, sitaki kusaliti kama Yuda disciple. Hata nienda stray unanita bado. Walioniona kijijini wakati niko chini wanaweza kukusimulia. Uliza Suleibizo tukapatana mjini anaweza kukusimulia. Mahari nisa na dangana, unataka nini? Hari na dangana, unataka nini? Mahari nisa na dangana, unataka nini? Hari na dangana. Just one time. Apila unanibamba, umefanya maisha yangu iko bomba. Apila kujikamba, una vile ninatamba. You are my defender, ila kitu changu kwako na surrender. Hapo ni for data, maisha yangu siku zangu zote za kalenda. Apila unanibamba, umefanya maisha yangu iko bomba. Apila kujikamba, una vile ninatamba.
Daniel found out that Anibal knows about what happened to Carolina.
You made a big mistake, traitor. You knew where she was that whole time that she was injured, and you didn't say anything.
There are men already on his trail, and they're going to charge him for that drug shipment. Look who decided to grace us with his presence.
To forgive me for all the offensive things that I have done to you.
She left very sad because she herself found out that you're already seeing another woman.
But that is not true.
That as you begin to take on this new path together,
Estaré contigo cuando tú lo quieras en el crudo invierno.
A man's death has condemned them to live a rivalry because of their father.
He killed my brother. He stayed with his land and with his wife. Or did you forget how my brother Tulio Irazabal died?
I dare you to kiss me again.
what we feel is too strong to just let it go.
Your wife is cheating on you. Shut up. Who is your lover?
Tell me why last night you lied to your boyfriend, Amparo.
Explain to me what you were doing outside our house, kissing the veterinarian.
I have fallen in love with another man.
3 love affairs that will be challenged. The 3 will manage to get ahead. Their magnificence, their passion and strength. Las Bandidas.
متغير ياما عن زمان قافل على قلبك البيبان
حبيت وفرقت كم مكان.
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam alituhimiza tutekeleze mambo ambayo natija yake ni kukaribia Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala na kupata radhi zake.
Je, wewe kama mwanadamu umeweza kuimarisha vipi mafungamano yako katika wewe kama mja na Mola wako tabaraka wa taala?
Balle balle balle.
Welcome back, and now we head straight into our next interview, and right now I am joined by a singer, songwriter and performer. He goes by the name Juma Vince. Juma Vince, yeah. Welcome to Good Morning Kenya. Unafilaje?
Mina feel good mbaya. Mko poa.
Baridi
iko nyingi sana huko.
Lakini tunapambana nayo.
Vile inafaa.
All right, if you might just give me your earliest memories of music. Niambie unakumbuka when exactly did you know about music, and if you can just give me a story about it.
Okay, about music, nikianza music iko na a lot of things. Ndo kuja ujue vitu mingi kuhusu muziki, lazima ukutane na tuseme watu ambao watakuelewesha vitu kadhaa. Yes, talent, mtu unaweza kuwa na talent, lakini kuna vitu lazima uadd. So mimi nimekuja ku understand music nimekuwa last year kujua music vitu mingi sana kuhusu muziki.
Last year ndio umejua muziki vizuri sasa. Kujua muziki ni nini, kuna vitu lazima ujue. Kuna melodies, kuna nini, so lazima ulearn. Yeah. So kuimba si tu kuimba, I can't just decide saizi that by then nakuanga na sauti poa, wacha niimbe.
Unaweza kuwa na sauti unaimba poa, lakini una upungufu wa melodies. Melodies zako zinakuwa ni kidogo. So ukienda kuimba unapata uko too flat. So lazima kuna vitu lazima ujue. Yeah.
So hizi vitu unazijulia wapi? Did you take time to go to a music school ama YouTube University ama?
Okay, lazima ujue kupitia kwa tuseme wasanii wenzako. Lazima ujue kupitia wasanii wenzako. So uko support kusikiza muziki za country tofauti ili ulearn. Yeah.
So unalan mwenyewe tu.
Unajifunza tu mwenyewe. Lazima usikize muziki za watu, uziimbe hizo muziki za watu wengine, ndo at least utaweza kuimba ngoma zako mwenyewe vizuri.
Yeah. Okay. So wewe muziki umeanza last year officially?
Yeah.
And how has that journey been so far?
Badija kwa rahisi. Imekuwa ngumu sana.
Nini inafanya iwe ngumu?
Yani
mpaka umewaza.
Kwa mwanamuziki the more una try kutaka kufanya vitu zako zikuwe poa, ndo the more zinakuwa ngumu. So unafaa kuwa strong, alafu neka tu God mbele, cause kama ni mrahisi hivi uta give up na utatana naye.
Is it because of the money challenges ama nini exactly inafanya muziki inakuwa it's not as easy?
Unajua kitu cha kwanza lazima approach ama fans. Naona? Na ndio approach wa kukubali, lazima wapatie kazi nzuri.
Okay.
Naelewa. Na msanii lazima uwe na muonekano. Lazima upige look, lazima ukae poa. Mtu hataki kujua kama uko na doa ama hauna. Lazima tu utavaa poa, lazima tu utakaa fiti. Last hivi hakuna mtu atakusikiza. Unaona? So kwa msanii changamoto ni nyingi. Ni kujikaza tu.
Yeah. All right. And sasa, how would you describe your music? The kind of music that you do, unaweza sema ni muziki wa aina gani?
I'm a gospel artist. Yeah, I'm a Christ. Yeah.
But style yako, because when I listen to it, it's more of, it's Swahili mainly.
Yeah.
And then iko na vibe ya bongo.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Okay, mimi nafanya Afro music, bongo, type zote hata reggae mimi naweza nikaimba, so that nimefocus na bongo kwanza. Juu ukiangalia hapa Kenya wase wana understand sana Swahili music, unaelewa? Wana support sana. So ndio hivyo.
Una feel Swahili music sells more ukikuwa Kenya?
Kwa hii country zinaenda sana.
Ujajaribu kuingia maybe the sheng beats?
Ano.
You know?
Hapana, unajua hapana, sijai try.
Kuna sababu?
Mimi sijai penda tu vibe, mimi upanda wangu. Ni muziki poa kwa watu wengine labda, lakini mimi upanda wangu napenda tu kufanya muziki poa yani.
What inspires your lyrics as a gospel artist?
Kitu na inspire ni life wasa wanapitia hapa nje. Kila mtu ako na story yake ya maisha, ni venye azielezea. So unaona. So mimi nafanya music kufanya ule mtu mwenye ako pale down ana feel like ako chini. Aone tu kuna uwezo, kuna kila mtu ana siku.
Unique umenyamaza hapo sana. Muuliza swali.
Now, Juma, now like do you prefer working under management ama like unapenda tu kufanya solo projects zako like peke yako?
Ina depend. Unajua kuna management inaweza come through na hapa yenyewe kuna future. Kuna mtu anaweza kuja wewe atakufelisha tu maishani. So sasa mimi siko kwa any management. Niko peke yangu.
Uko solo?
Mimi na work solo.
And maybe in future will you prefer working under management?
Yeah. Kabisa.
Kuna wenye wamekuwa approach maybe?
Lakini sasa bro, unajua ndio nimekuambia unaangalia msee. Mtu anaweza kusign bro aanze kuteseka.
Kusainiwa sio solution really. Kusainiwa sio solution.
Kusainiwa sio solution by the way. Inalingana tu na bidii yako kama msanii pia. Kama unajua unaelewana na ma director, unaelewana na ma DJ kama Unique, unaelewana na ma producer, utasaidika tu. Unajua mtu akiona kitu poa hata si lazima akusign, hata support.
Okay, I get that. Alafu sasa, as I was going through your YouTube, I realized that this year hujafanya collaborations really as much as you used to do back then. So, is there a reason why mbona hufanyi collaborations as much now?
Collabos ziko nimefanya, so far na wasanii watatu wakubwa hapa Kenya, but hazijatoka. So tunazitoa next year. Next year zitakuwa zinatoka.
So this year ulikuwa umeamua you had purpose to just release your solo single?
Peke yangu kwanza, but nisha record audio. So tuna plan kushoot video, then next year niachilie na wasanii.
Was it easy kupata, umesema ni wasanii wakubwa? Of course najua huwezi kutuambia, so ama unaweza kutuambia uwezi, of course. So sitakuuliza ni wasanii wa gani really, but like was it difficult for you to get this particular artist? Kwa sababu saa zingine watu wanasema kupata wasanii ambao wanajulikana kama wasanii wakubwa, most of them maybe ask for money, walipe kwanza ndo wafanye collaborations nao. Have you experienced that?
Okay, upande wangu ilikuwa rahisi sana kuwapata juu walipenda kazi yangu. Alafu tunapata na studio pale, tuna vibe, so tunakuwa tunasikizana sana, so inakuwa rahisi kuongelesha mtu. Najua unaweka verse atakubali, atakuwekea, utashoot video ndio hivyo.
So imekuwa rahisi kwako, hujahave kulipa mtu kufanya collaboration? Yeah. All right, what are we looking forward from you apart from the collabos that will come through next year? Is there anything maybe that you're planning to drop December, ngoma ya kusherehekea Christmas maybe, or just something?
Ngoma Christmas nimefanya jana.
I was actually just saying it for the sake of saying it. Kumbe ni ukweli.
Nimefanya jana usiku.
There's a Christmas song that will be coming out from you. When should we expect it?
Next week. Next week hapo nitakuwa naiachilia.
Okay. Let's talk about the latest song that you've just released. Tell us more about it and what inspired it.
Okay, song mpya nimetoa inaitwa Kwako. Hiyo song inanifanya like inaongelea nilikuja kugundua God ndiye anafanya nikuwe mimi kwa hii life, unaona? Apart from God, yani mimi singekuwa mtu kabisa. Yani Mungu angekuwa kama mwanadamu, ningekosa kila kitu. Unaona? Juu nikiwa mdogo sikuwa najua kama God ndiye anafanyaga ABCD, but the more niliendelea kuwa mkubwa nikakuja kujua like God ndio kila kitu. Unaona? So nilijawa na nguvu, nikajawa na tabasamu, yani after tu kumjua ndio hiyo.
Yeah, the song is called Kwako. It's a couple of weeks old. Where can people watch it and where can people find you personally?
Okay, mi social media napatikana kila sehemu na jina Juma Vince. Kila mahali. Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, kila mahali, TikTok hivyo.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. Alafu hiyo nyimbo unique as you play for us, Juma anaweza kudance along to it and sing along to it.
It's okay.
All right.
Ningelikuwa njazi kwa mazima nikakufa kancheka wale nala sitaki unapolonga nasikiza najonge wanadamu wasinigonge mikuki wanadamu wanataka nizame nipo kwako mwana umenilinda niko tu salama ninasema asante baba baba aye kosa nyingi do lakini kwa na God uwe mama na we baba atakupa vingi usiwe na worry atakupa vyote moyo Mungu kosa do lakini kwa na God uwe mama na we baba atakupa vingi usiwe na worry atakupa kila kitu baba. Kuna kipindi mama we uliponda ukakwisha, ila yote usijutie, maana yote yalishapita. Ulikuwa una salio, nyumbani kwako tu ni kilio, kama bado tu mafikio, hujafikiwa na Mungu.
All the hits, all the time.
Kuparara tena ukang'ara, kujilika vima sana mshahara, mbali ya yote ni magumu umepitia. Wewe usiogope, Mungu anakuangalia, anakupenda kwa sana. Kuna kipindi nilikuwa ninaugua, hakuna yule anyenijua, ila nguvu zako Baba zikashuka, nikapata uzima, nikapata nguvu nikarudi sawa, walionihepa wakarejea, wewe ndiye Mungu nayegawa, sifa zije kwako. Nipo kwako mwana, umenilinda niko tu salama, ninasema asante baba baba. Kosa nyingi do, lakini kwenda kwako. Uwe mama, uwe mama, vingi usiwe na worry. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Oh yeah. Alexis on the beat. Ni Mr. Sid again, na nina do it again. Baraka coming through, nina represent. Na nina feel so good, na niko kwenye mood. Kuambia venye God amekuwa good. Kile God amenifanyia, hakuna binadamu wanaweza nifanyia. Kile God amenifanyia, amenifanyia. Nimetoka mbali, naenda mbali mapipo. Watu wengi walidhani hatutakuwa masonko. Na nimetoka mbali, naenda mbali mapipo. Watu wengi walidhani hatutakuwa masonko. Cheki sasa. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Oh yeah, yeah. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Oh yeah, yeah. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed, man I'm blessed. Oh yeah, yeah. Me niko alive, God ameni bless pia na family. So tuko studio tuna vibe, ini doba kali Alexis kwenye beat. Juu tulikuwa zero, God ametuweka kwa redio. Na tulilala bila pillow, daily kukesha na kilio. Na nimetoka mbali
nikitazama nitabani. Rangi ya joy mudhengi utadhani samabani. Tabasamu kama mtoto betikialo akismile.
All right, welcome back. And right now we are expecting a link from Mtihani House. We know that the CS for Education, Ezekiel Mashogu, is set to release KCPE results today, any moment from now. And this is the last KCPE results that we will ever get to hear of, as we have switched to CBC now. And our reporter is on standby. We have our reporter Serafina Roby at Mtihani House. If we may go straight to Roby. Good morning, Roby, if you can hear me.
Indeed, a very good morning, Vivian. We're coming to you live from South Sea here in Nairobi at Mtihani House, where we are following up on the release of the last Kenya Certificate of Primary Examination results that are set to be released anytime from now here at the Mtihani House, whereby about 1,415,315 candidates sat for the Kenya Certificate of Primary Examinations, and 1,282,554 for the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment Exams, and both are set to be released today by the Education CS Ezekiel Machogo anytime from now, as announced yesterday. Remember that these exams were done on the 30th, started on the 30th of October 2023 and were completed on November 1st, 2023, and then 22 days later the results are ready to be released. And also as of last year, the candidates that sat for the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education were about 1,233,852 candidates. This means that the number went up if it's compared to last year, given that this year is 1.4 and last year was 1.2 candidates that sat for the exam. As we look back at what happened last year, is that there was the 100% transition, and that is also in this year's results. After the results have been announced, we expect to see 100% transition, given that this is the last time that you'll be seeing the results being released for the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education. It is the end of an era for the KCPE and also that were seen to be very competitive compared to the coming in curriculum, which is the competency-based curriculum. Remember that if we get to reflect on when this KCPE started, it started in 1985. 8 years later, it's being phased out, and we are seeing the new dawn of the CBC, which has already been implemented. Also, if we get to just reflect on what happened in the last KCPE results that were released for the 2022 candidates, is that the most improved subjects as of last year were English language, the Kiswahili Lugha, and also Insha and the number of boys that sat for the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education exams were 620 and the girls were 612. And given that we got to speak to the Education CS Ezekiel Machogu just a day earlier, that was on Tuesday, he got to tell us that there were actually no incidences of cheating. There are no incidences of cheating and only 6 attempts. So we expect to get very good results that are going to be released this year. Compared that last year we had about 252 cases that were reported of cheating, and this year the CS says that there were no actual cases of cheating, only attempts, and there are only 6 attempts. Also, if we get to reflect just on how the reforms that have been there since the beginning of the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, is that we've been able to see a number of reforms since 1985. Since 1985, whereby the first, we've been able to see about 11 ministers that have been able to be in this ministry since 1985. And the first years was Olo Aringo. Olo Aringo was the Minister of Education in 1985. the system, the 844 system, and also was able to table a bill in Parliament during the Moi era that saw a number of reforms, including enabling some of the universities that you see, that is the Moi, Egerton, and Maseno, being public institutions, and also was able to propose some of the institutions to be in every province. Remember that back then we used to have about 8 provinces, and also able to see that after the minister Olo Aringo in 1985 came in Kalonzo Musyoka in 1998. Well, when Kalonzo Musyoka came in as the Minister of Education in 1998, he was also able to come up with a number of reforms whereby he constituted a commission that was able to look at some of the challenges that and the commission was able to come out to look at the strengths and weaknesses of the 844 system. And some of the things that were being challenged was that the system was considered to be more theoretical than practical. Therefore, they were looking for ways to be practical than theoretical. And also some of the reforms that were made was that subjects were able to be reduced from 12 to 9 in the 844 system, so that it could ease the burden for the students back then. Also, the next minister that came in was Henry Kosgei. That is from 2000 to about 2002. During his time, there were a lot of strikes and demands for salaries. After 1 year, we came in another minister, which was Professor George Saitoti, who was the Minister for Education from 2003 to 2007. And remember, this was during the Kibaki era, whereby we were able to see the beginning of the free primary education during his tenure, and also we were able to see a very high level of high enrollment during this period, whereby a number of students were able to join different schools because of the free primary education system that was introduced by President Kibaki. And then after that, we were able to see the next minister was Professor Sam Ongeri, who took the reins from 2000. And this was a very tumultuous time whereby there was the post-election violence, and during this time a lot happened. There were a lot of strikes. About 300 strikes were recorded in a period of about 1 year. And also I remember during Professor Sam Ongeri's time, this is when we were able to see the promulgation of the 2010 constitution that guaranteed education to be a right under the Bill of Rights. And also some of the reforms that were put in place was that the system was stopped. The students were stopped from repeating of classes, was put to a stop. And after that, also he revoked a ban on those. There was a policy that was put in place that if you were caught cheating in some of this examination, then you had to stay at home for about 2 years. During his tenure, he was able to stop that ban, and thereafter we were able to see Mutula Kilonzo from 2012 to about 2013. During Mutula Kilonzo's period, you remember that this was one of the ministers who had a very easy demeanor, and he was able to stand up for some of the students who wanted to wear short skirts that were considered mini skirts. I remember he had a very hard time with some of the principals, whereby the minister, the late Mutula Kilonzo, said that there's no need for students to dress up as nuns. But Mutula was one of the ministers who was also considered to be a reformist. He came up with so many reforms and implemented so many good reforms during his tenure, including given that he used to delegate most of his duties that were outside the country, so he never really used to travel a lot during his tenure. And also he was able to pass the Basic Education Act, whereby also there were penalties for parents that did not enroll their children in school. And there was also a bill, the NEC bill, that was introduced, stopping striking of teachers during the national examinations. And then we saw the reign of Professor Jacob Kaimenyi from 2013 to 2015, who introduced who banned the ranking of schools and vowed, and he faced a lot of complaints from some of the leaders in regards to this. Then there was Professor Fred Matiang'i, who reduced the cheating and banned visiting of students in schools and prayer days, and introduced Ambassador Amina Mohammed, who introduced or launched the competency-based curriculum, and also condemned corporal punishment during his time. Then there was Professor George Magoha, who was considered a no-nonsense Cabinet Secretary, who also came up with a number of reforms during his tenure. And now we have Ezekiel Machogo, who is the Cabinet Secretary for Education, who we are expecting any moment from now to come and release the 2023 Kenya Certificate of Primary Examinations and also the KBC results. So any moment from now, we are going to see him here at Mitiani House to get to release the results of about 1.4 students who sat for the KCPE results and 1.2 that sat for the KBC results. So I'm going to hand it back to you, Vivian. We'll still be here at the Mitiani House as we wait for the CS Education Ezekiel Machogo to come and release the KCPE results. Back to you, Vivian. I'm Sarafina Robi.
All right, thank you so much, Sarafina Robi, for that report. That was our reporter just bringing us up to speed on matters education, specifically the national examinations and how they have been happening throughout the years, including the CSs that have been taken up that particular office over the years. We will be following up on that particular story on our subsequent bulletins as we wait for the CS Ezekiel Machogo to bring us the results of the KCPE examinations that were done and ended this month. Now, right now we head back into Entertainment Thursday, and I am joined by amazing people in studio, young people in studio with me, and they are known as Curious Cousins 254 on TikTok. They are dancers, they are comedians, and they are models. Welcome to the show, beginning with you right here. Introduce yourself to us.
So, kwa majina naitwa Oliver Emmanuel from Lakisama. Na mimi ndo nilikam up na hii group najita Curious Cousins.
Okay.
Sasa ndo nikachukua watoto, tunafanya talanta pamoja. Na pia tuko na mmoja anaitwa Linet. Tulikuja pia nayo.
Linet ako?
Linet ako pia.
Ako tu? Yeah. Ya hajakuja kwa set. Haya, tuambie jina yako mam.
My name is Mary Purity.
Purity. Na wewe?
My name is Ivy Candy.
Ivy Candy, mko na jina supu supu by the way, kama tu ninyi wenyewe. Pia okay. Pia nimekuita msupu. Alright, so mbona mnajiita Curious Cousins? Nyinyi ni cousins wa ukweli ama ni jina tu?
Oh, hiyo swali tumekuwa tukiulizwa sana, kasi tunakunga nini cousins wa ukweli, but sisi ma cousins wa ukweli.
Ni tu cousins.
Ni tu jina tulijita nayo.
So mlipatana wapi?
So tuko nini area moja. Sasa ndo nilichukua huyo na huyo tukaanza kufanya video. Yeah.
Purity, wewe unafanyanga nini kwa Curious Cousins?
Na acting.
Una act. Wewe ni actress. So una acting kama nani saa zingine?
Na acting kama mwanafunzi.
Kama mwanafunzi. Okay, na wewe Candy unafanya nini kwa Curious Cousins?
Naweza fanya comedy, acting and dancing.
Unaweza dance, unaweza fanya comedy na una act bado. Wow, okay. So uli realize aje wanaweza fanya whatever they are doing, na hata wewe mwenyewe uliingia aje into this? Pia unafanya acting. Tueleze, ukituambia wewe unafanya nini kwa Curious Cousins na uli realize aje that Candy and Purity are the best people to join the group?
So nilianza peke yangu, ndo nikakuja nikamit Candy, nikaongea na mama yake akamuita. Kamuuliza kana za kuja kufanya video na mimi. Kumjaribu nikapata kwa sawa. So after time kaenda nikapatana na Purity. Pia nikamjaribu na video moja niko na pia yake ina trend sana. Sasa ndo niko na wako perfect. That's why niliwachoose.
So video ya kwanza yenye iligo viral, because mko na videos nyingi ambazo zimego viral. On TikTok you have a huge following, more than 200,000 followers.
Yes.
Si ndio? Na likes zimefika mita sijui 4. Mnasikia poa. So like video ya kwanza yenye ili trend ukajua okay, sasa tunafaa tupige kitu, tunafaa tukue, this is what we will be doing. Ni video gani mlikuwa mnadu?
Hiyo video nilikuja na idea yangu ni like mimi ni mwalimu, bado mimi nakunga Diamond. Alafu wawili
Platinum.
Wanaweza kwa Zuchu. Sasa ilikuwa ni class sasa. Sasa mimi naongea ananijibisha na
na
ngoma. Sasa nilikama na niko na watu naipenda sana. Sasa nikama kufanya hiyo na niliona hapo ndo naweza pata followers wengi na likes mingi.
Juu nimeona by the way actually zenye ziko pinned. You know on TikTok you can be able to pin the videos that you feel maybe ndo your best ama ndo unataka watu waangalie zaidi. Nimeona zenye umepin most of them ni hiyo ya like student, teacher and then mnajibizana na ngoma. Sijui kama we can do something hapa.
Like
we can try to do something. Enye iko just top of the mind. Enye tu inakuja kwa akili sahi. You see you're born ready. Yes. Kadogo tu. Let's do it. Action.
Yes, sikuwa ready.
Oliver unaniangusha. Kendi yako ready. Purity yako ready.
Lazima nipange juu kwa lyrics ya ngoma.
But zenye already ziko ama huwezi kumbuka saizi. Saizi zima lights zimekuchanganya makamera mingi.
Hizo ni mingi. Sizi kumbuka sana.
But you need kukona something by them. Okay, we'll play later. We'll play one of their videos later. So Purity, unafanyanga hizi vitu saa ngapi? Unaendanga shule kwanza? Wacha nisiassume. Unaendanga shule? So unafanyanga content saa ngapi na shule saa ngapi?
Si tunafanyanga on Saturdays na Sunday.
So Saturday na Sunday ndo time ya kushoot content. Na sasa homework ya Friday?
Nitaifanya nikifika home.
Ukifika tu hivi home Friday unamalizana na homework juu unajua Saturday na Sunday ni job ya content. Na wewe Kendi, unafanyanga una practice ngapi juu ina need rehearsals? Unaona kama saizi nimesema mfanye sahi imekuwa ni nini kidogo juu you need to rehearse. Si lazima mpige rehearsals. So wewe unafanyanga nini saa ngapi? Unafanya hizi rehearsals saa ngapi?
Kwenye tumefunga shule Saturdays na Sundays.
Ina takingi long kufanya video moja? Maybe mnakuangambia hivyo. Sikia ndio umesema haraka. Mna takingi how long kufanya maybe video moja Oliver? Mmeamua sasa hii tunafanya this particular one. Hii ndo content tuna shoot leo. Ina takingi how long and maybe in a day because I assume ni weekends ndo mara mingi mna shoot. So maybe saa tu mnapanga mnafanya videos ngapi?
So unajua hizi jua time inachukua but kusema ukweli video inachukuanga long time kujenga. Juu lazima upitie hizo wango mwenda kutumia. Ukishapitia hizo wango mwenda kutumia lazima ukaichini tena uandike content. After kujenga content basi unakuja na record. So unajua sasa mimi nachukuanga character mbili na kunga mwalimu bado mimi ni mwanafunzi.
Bado ni Diamond.
Sana nakuja na record huo. Alafu mimi nachukua parts zangu. Sasa ndio mimi niko na parts mbili za record. Then after hapo ndo naenda na edit. Sasa inachukuanga like tuseme like 5 hours hivi ndio nijengeo content.
Like 5 hours kutengeneza hiyo content because when I look at it it's not easy. Juu editing yake lazima ume take time kwa editing, ufanye hiyo editing kabisa. So mna shooting mkiwa tu hivyo nyinyi plus the lady umesema mko naye pia. So do you have a team yenye inawasaidia kushoot ama mna shoot vipi?
So team nilikuwa nayo but unajua kuwa na group pesa zingine ni ngumu. Saa hiyo team iliharibika ndio tukabaki watu 4. Mimi, Kendi, Purity na Linet. Sasa hivyo ndo siku hizi sasa ndo tuna push tuko hivi 4.
So mna shoot nyinyi wenyewe, mnajieditia wenyewe. So you're the one who shoots. Bado sasa time yenyewe wewe unaweka
si unaweka tu unaweka kamera kwa stand. Alafu
una shoot.
Alafu unaweka ngoma alafu unafanya reactions zako.
Purity, wewe ni celeb shule? Watu wanakujua? Wanakujua? Hebu niambie mpaka walimu. So wao kuambia nini?
Waliniuliza kama nafunga TikTok juu na trend. Wakaniuliza nafunga TikTok nikasema
Kendi, wewe ni celeb. Napenda vile mnakubali wewe ni celeb. Si wewe ni celeb. Wewe ni celeb so shule watu wanakutreat different ama ni kawaida tu?
Different.
Wanakutreat different. Aje unapata favors? Ukichelewa uchapwi. Okay, siku hizi watu wachapangu shule. Ukichelewa upewi punishment.
Teachers ananiambianga tu niende class.
Purity, kumbe mna enjoy hivi shule? Just because you're famous. Kwa hivyo you are enjoying. Do you enjoy what you do?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's our talent.
Together as a chorus? No, one answer. One person.
Because it's my talent.
Yeah. It's your talent and you enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
You too, Kendi?
Yes.
Is this something unataka kufanya in future? Like when you grow up, what do you want to become?
Actor.
Nice.
Dance.
You want to become a dancer. So you're already doing what you guys want to do when you grow up. So meaning by the time munafika, how old are you first? 9. 9. So by the time munafika 16 years, mtakuwa yani, you know, you've really perfected the skill. Wazazi wao, are they okay with you shooting content with them? Are they okay with them being, you know, on camera? Because they've gone viral. So kumaanisha faces zao ziko all over.
Wazazi wao walisha ndio nichukue mtoto lazima niongee na mzazi wake. Sisi chukua hivyo nini bila kuongea nao saa. Niliamua kuongea na wazazi wao ndo akakubali. Saa hao wamekubali na kenye tunafanya.
Na uko na miaka ngapi?
Mimi sasa niko 19 years.
Wewe sasa uko 19 years old.
Yeah.
Na sasa TikTok umeamua sasa TikTok is your way to go.
Ni TikTok.
Like hiyo ndo career ama what are you looking to get into?
Sasa mimi siwezi nini depend kwa TikTok sana. But in future natamani nikuwe producer.
Producer wa muziki, producer wa movies, producer wa content.
Kani pwani wa movie.
Producer wa movie. Oh, that's what you want to get into.
Hiyo ndo dream yangu.
So unafikiria kwenda shule, uende usome production vizuri and then you get into it.
Yes.
So where are you seeing this group go? Curious Cousins. Unaona mkifika wapi? What are you looking forward to in the future?
So kulingana na mimi naona tukeka like naona tunaweza kuwa mbali kata ikabidi. So unajua bidii ndio kitu kubwa. Sasa tukiwa na bidii na tutakuwa mbali. Hizo yes zinakuja.
Nimeona mmepata nomination fulani, mlipata nomination ya People's Choice Awards.
Yes.
Mlikuwa nominated as?
Sasa tulikuwa nominated as Content Creators of the Year 2023.
How did that go?
So iko kwa vizuri sana. Tulishindwa
but the fact that mlikuwa nominated, you know, inaonyesha that watu wanawa recognize na wanawaona. Were you happy? Were you happy to be nominated?
Yeah.
Mulienda events?
Mimi ndo nilienda.
Wewe ndo ulienda kuwa represent. Jua inakuanga jioni mpaka usiku, sawa, ni watoto hawezi kwenda. All right, so now as Curious Cousins, kwanza hata sijauliza mulianza hiyo page yenu ya TikTok when?
Tulianza last year.
So it's a year old.
Any 1 year.
So mko na exactly numbers ni ngapi? Like followers saizi?
Followers ni 220,000.
220,000 and these are organic followers.
Yes.
Amjanunua followers.
Hakuna kitu tumenunua.
Like ni organic tu. So ili grow mara moja ama mulianza kwanza polepole and then nataka kujua hiyo growth ilikuwaje in terms of numbers. Wewe ukiangalia TikTok yako ili grow vipi?
So unajua before tulikuwa tunafanya videos kama za dance, hizi comedy za kawaida. But after niligundua na hii content niliona nikaenda viral sana, alafu ilikuwa nipatia followers wengi sana. Sasa after kushoot video yangu ya kwanza nilipata like 1 million views. Nikajaribu ya pili pia nikapata millions views. Sasa hapo ndo nikaendelea kufanya hizo content. So ukifanya video unapata 30k nini followers kwa video moja. Video moja inaweza kupatia 30k followers. Sasa ndo bani nikaanza kuzifanya na zinaleta followers.
One video inaleta like 30,000 followers. Yes. Even in a day unaweza pata followers wote. Niulize sasa TikTok inawalipa? Kuna acha kwanza niulize. Kuna do unapatanga? Kendi? Hakuna maganji? Hakuna do? Purity hakuna do umepata TikTok? Oliver TikTok haiwalipi?
TikTok saa unajua inaweza lipa maybe through brand na advertisement. So sasa tumepata advert moja na pia by December tunataka tuanze live match. Hapo ndipo unaweza pata pesa.
Live match ni ile mtu anaenda live
kama match.
Also amjawahi kwenda live.
Live ilikuwa tunaenda once.
Yeah. Sasa hapo hivyo mnapatanga ma gifts mara moja.
Hapo kendo unapata gift. Sasa hapo unaweza pata unalipo. Nikao unapata pesa.
But as it is TikTok hailipi in Kenya, like hailipi in terms of the views umepata unalipwa, the likes umepata unalipwa, because I understand in the western world actually wanalipwa na TikTok just from the views na nini. So Kenya it does not happen like that.
Kenya bado.
Bado tutafika hapo?
Bado.
Okay, so mnatufurahisha na hakuna pesa inaingia kwa mfuko. But anyway, as you said, since endorsements ndo zinaleta sasa pesa and umesema mmepata moja, more will come.
Yes.
Kendi, what are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to kwa hii nini ya TikTok? Unataka ufike wapi nayo? Unaona like wewe kwa imagination yako. Niambie tu imagination yako tukimaliza.
So me what I want.
Unataka mkifanya hii TikTok mpate pesa?
To help my family.
To help your family. Okay, na wewe?
Tukipata hii pesa nataka kusaidia sister zangu.
Wendo passport? Okay. Wewe ni mdogo lakini unafikiria kusaidia wenzako. Alright, we have a clip, wacha tuwa watch, alafu turudi tumalize. Sindio, najua mnataka kutuma salamu. Mama wana watch kina nani, your sisters. So to watch that clip and then we come back with them.
Inapita all those hours TikTok. Question 1, Dali. Hiyo ilikuwa rahisi. Question 2, chichichi mama. Nami chichichi baba. Iendelee tu kuflow. Question 3, wapi. Wapi nishike. Wapi nishike huku. Wapi. Question 4, pick poka.
Napenda kuzitoka TikTok, anakonga TikToka. Pick poka, napenda stick proper.
Twende practical sasa. Question 5, perform wakadinali challenge.
Ifike huyo mrazi huku mtaani kume Chrome sana kapa ipuki hata matopo na kanyaga mafi yo. Hakunaga cha breki nikipita na hiyo mbadhi. 140 km drill mnipati.
Inapita all those hours TikTok. Question 1, Dali.
Now you have an idea of the content that they make or produce on TikTok. Lakini hizi wimbo zote shwali munashika vitabu. Vitabu like content ya shule inaingia kwa mind. Inaingia? Kwa hivyo I distract wewe ku perform shule. All right. Sawa. So people should find you on TikTok, Curious Cousins 254.
Yes.
All right. Sawa. Thank you so much for coming. And okay, haraka salamu. Naona mkiniangalia ile utaki tusalimiane? Haraka Kendi. Salimiana. Unasalimia nani?
My mom.
Okay. Purity, unasalimia nani?
My family.
Your entire family, unasalimia?
So mimi nasalimia kina Mara hapo home, wamekuwa support, nasalimia pia mom. Na pia nasalimia Lovely Linet, nimekuwa na mimi kutoka tupatane naye.
Nimesemekana wewe, tunajua kwa hiyo umetoka, hizo salamu zimekuwa mingi. Hao wamepeana salamu moja. Wewe unataka uanze mpaka kusalimia kina Wanyama, Bafra. Anyway, thank you so much and we wish you all the very best. I'm so happy to see young people who have discovered their talents because talent pays. So talent mjue inalipa and it can be a career and it is a career on its own. Actors are getting paid out here, dancers are getting paid out here. So keep doing what you're doing and you're doing an amazing job with the children. All the best. Now this is where we call it a wrap right here on Good Morning Kenya. From me, DJ Unique, and everyone who has been on set, including Mike Megwe and the entire crew that is behind the scenes. We want to wish you an amazing day. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Alafu mnaona mapochopocho yetu bado iko hapa. So sisi tutabaki tukikula. Unfortunately, you can't join us. But yes, bye-bye.
Daniel found out that Anibal knows about what happened to Carolina.
You made a big mistake, traitor. You knew where she was that whole time that she was injured, and you didn't say anything.
There are men already on his trail, and they're going to charge him for that drug shipment.
Look who decided to grace us with his presence.
To forgive me for all the offensive things that I have done to you.
She left very sad because she herself found out that you're already seeing another woman.
But that is not true.